Hi guys, and welcome back to Rachel's Enchanting Cakes. Now for this week's tutorial, we are going to be turning the Terry's Chocolate Orange into this super cute Easter themed sheep. Excellent for any new beginner baker. Plenty of time to add this little fella to your portfolio before those orders come flooding in. As always, I guide you through everything you need to know in a simple step-by-step format. Happy baking everyone, and let's make a start. Unwrap a Terry's chocolate orange and place it directly onto some baking paper. Taking some liquid glucose and a brush, simply cover all of the Terry's chocolate orange. This will act like a glue when adding the fondant. Roll out exactly 150 grams of white fondant, keeping this in a circular shape. Place this directly over your Terry's chocolate orange, negotiating the pleats from the top to the bottom. Take your time doing this. Using a flexible smoother, I then smooth this out a little bit more, especially around the base. But do not worry if you don't have one of these, as they are not essential. Simply cut away the excess fondant with a sharp knife. And finally, before we decorate, I just smooth it out around the base a little bit more. But remember what I said, this is not an essential piece of equipment. I'm going to start by making the sheep's face. Taking a ball of fondant, I roll this into a cone shape and place it directly on my surface. You then want to push down where the eyes are going to go, just so that the mouth area is raised up. I then use the end of a piping tip to insert an indentation for the mouth. Using a cocktail stick, I make that indentation deeper so it stands out a little bit more. I then add a line just to go a bit further down. This is to add more detail for the mouth. And I reuse that piping tip just below where I have added that line. Finally, using a ball tool, I add 2 indentations on the top part of the mouth and 2 indentations for the eyes. Now the eyes are very important, but also very simple to do. I start by adding a very small ball of black fondant to that indentation. I then follow this with a very tiny ball of white and finally another ball of black. Take your time, practice makes perfect, and the eyes want to look even. Apply this to the front of your Terry's chocolate orange using a small amount of edible glue. Again, using simple shapes. For the sheep's ears, start by rolling a ball of fondant. Simply push this down onto a work surface. I then use a ball tool for the centre and I just pinch at one end. It really is as simple as that. Apply this directly with some edible glue. Now for the sheep's fur, start by rolling a ball and then you turn this into more of a cone-like shape. Simply twist this and stick this directly onto the sheep. It really is as simple and as easy as that. So as you can see here, I'm rolling very long cone shapes, really thin at one end, thicker at the other, and I'm just twisting them and directly sticking them onto my Terry's chocolate orange. All you do is continue to repeat that process until the whole of the Terry's chocolate orange is completely covered. This fondant will set, so you will be able to still move it as long as you leave it for a bit, but just look how effective it is. It may be a little bit time consuming, so you may want to charge extra, but it's extremely therapeutic, and once you get into the swing of things, it'll be covered before you know it. Finally, for the feet, I take a very small ball of fondant, the same colour as the face, apply this to the front, then add indentations. I then simply placed him directly on a decorated cake drum. Happy baking, guys. I really do hope I've helped you again today. There'll be more new content coming very soon, but this is another great one for the Easter celebrations. Take care, everyone. Stay safe, and I will see you again next week.